Hello, today is the 15th of April, 2023. We'll do our disclaimer, go over our calls, make some predictions. This is the weekend, so we always look at the longer term picture. It's my trading plan for Monday, which is April 17th, 2023. Remember, I can be completely wrong, and any trade one makes should be at one's own risk. Well, Thursday was a strong rally. I said that Friday should be the pattern with the early low, which is this, and that we had a target of 4127.77. That price printed, and it was support, and it became resistance, so that worked. Monday, we should also have a pattern with the early low. This is a reminder of what we said. These are the patterns I'm looking for next week. During the day, MEJT gave a sell signal here that certainly worked. As we're dropping into another regions, MEJT says this drop is not the real thing. The prices will recover. When we recover, it says they won't stay recovered, that they'll pull back, and they did that too. So that has played out. This is a pattern I invented called the diamond on stilts. Here's your stilt, here's your stilt, here's your diamond. There's support and resistance at the origin of the left stilt. Usually it's support. Here, the origin of the left stilt is resistance, so we have rallied into resistance. And when you hit it twice the same day, that just counts as one challenge, not two. And usually the first challenge holds. So usually, even though futures shot up after the close, usually we're going to hold this area and trade lower. It also isn't too good that we broke out to a new high for this leg and then closed negative and couldn't even recover the early low. It's never good. Now the general idea is this low is going to hold, but if we were starting the advance now, it should be a five-wave structure, which this isn't. So I think this is the price low, but it probably isn't the wave low. That we're going to make an A and a B. Somewhere this B is going to top out, and then we'll hit a C. I'm not convinced this B is topped out yet, but that doesn't mean we have to go up on Monday. Now forget the colors, because I don't know which wave we're in, which degree of wave we're in. But if this is C, we're somehow looking for wave B. Now this could be A of C, could be A of larger wave blue B, but this doesn't even have to be the end of gray C. We could still be making gray C. But we stopped at some important Fibonacci levels. Halfway between this low and this high is 41.5510. That's pretty close to Friday's high. In fact, if you average these two highs, you get that number within about a point in the fraction. We average those two highs, you come pretty darn close. Now I'm not certain how to count these waves, but there is a count that goes A, B, C. But C doesn't have a Fibonacci relationship to A, so perhaps it's just A of C. But if it is A of C, if you look at the gold and you set A to 61.8, you'll see C is equal to 1.618 times A. That's 100. And if you look at this wave gold C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up, waves 1 and 5 are equal, and each of them has a Fibonacci relationship to wave 3. So just because this count works doesn't mean it's the only count. Doesn't even mean it's the right count. But it's a valid count, and if it is the right count, we stopped at Fibonacci resistance, we stopped at the completed wave count, and we stopped at the resistance afforded by the origin of the left stilt. Now, resistance doesn't always hold, but that's quite a gap to, that's quite a hurdle to overcome. And if we're going to overcome it, we're going to probably have to gap up over this resistance. And if we don't, I think we see lower prices, and certainly wouldn't be inconceivable if this is the right count that that's A of magenta C, and that we see a Fibonacci retracement of this whole A. That doesn't change the bullish picture, just means you're just not going to go up every day. So Monday's pattern has the early low, doesn't mean you won't gap up. Friday's market hit a new high for the leg but closed negative. Resistance is held, so if, that's an if, this is maintained in Monday's open, we should trade lower regardless of how we close. Of course, if you gap up strongly, it kills the call. That we're not going to know that until Monday. There is a wave count compatible with this leg being over, but there are other counts which work. And at this time, I think any pullback is going to recover, because I'm not convinced that this is the end of wave big blue B here. I think we still might be in wave gray C. But as far as Monday's concerned, it's the pattern with the early low. I think there's a good chance we have lower prices. There's a reasonable chance it's going to be a Fibonacci retracement of the whole leg up. And that is today's call.